The NASCAR season has begun. The Daytona 500 recently happened, and now we're off and running. And in fact, it's interesting when you look at NASCAR and the millions of people that love NASCAR, there are some intricate things about the races that occur that really have drawn my attention into the idea of racing. And one of those things is not just this crew that works on the cars during the race. There's an important member of the crew that isn't in the pit with them. It's known as the spotter. The NASCAR spotter actually overlooks the race. And what they do is they watch for challenges, difficulties, maybe a little smoke coming out of that engine, maybe the tires that might be having problems. They stay in constant communication with the crew in order to help that driver do the very best that he can in order to finish that race in the pole position, number one. And so this spotter is so critical to the success of the racer. And if you begin to think about that in a spiritual sense, we have a spiritual spotter who wants us to do the best in this spiritual race that we've been called to. In Psalm 121, it speaks to this idea of God being our spotter. It says, "I will lift up my eyes to the hills, from whence comes my help." You know, God is looking down on our life, and He wants to help us. He wants to stay in touch with us and communicate with us. The question is, will we listen to His direction, His guidance, like the NASCARs listen to their spotters? He goes on in Psalm 121, "The Lord is your keeper," verse 5. "The Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun won't strike you by day, nor the moon by night." Because we've got a God who cares about us, who loves us, and wants the very, very best for us. And so like the spotter in that race, we have God's direction. We have His guidance. But of course, we've got to listen to Him. We've got to stay in constant communication with Him. Psalm 121 ends like this: "The Lord shall preserve your going in and your coming out." And so as we look at Him, like that race, like that spotter, our loving God cares for us. And so let's make every commitment in our lives to listen to Him, to stay close to Him, to watch for His guidance in our life. And like that spotter in the NASCAR races, our spiritual spotter will lead us and will guide us as we submit our lives to Him. That's BT Daily. We'll see you next time.